All right, guys. I'm finally doing a live stream. I apologize for my messy desk. Apologize for that. I'll put this back. Um, so I wanted to do this more often, but in typical fashion, my ADHD decided I should forget about it. But I'm hoping to do this more often. Oh, hi, Dick and Dave. Um, I was hoping to do this more often, but I completely forgot because that's just how I am. So, the reason why I'm starting this was because I was trying to get through. I had about like I needed. I was hunting some coins, and I needed to get about through about $100 worth because this bank that I don't order a ton. I only order usually a couple boxes a week, and I was picking up a box of nickels, but I don't. This bank is really only a bank that I use to pick up from. So I usually get cash from other banks. So I don't keep a lot of cash at this bank. So I was trying to get through like $100 worth of the coins I was going to do for this video. And I stopped because this roll and half dollars has silver in it. So, which again, silver half dollars are not my, I don't tend to find a crap ton of silver. So, I'm going to officially be testing this because I'm going to be playing other videos in the background and I just want to see if it works out okay. All the other coins for this video are in this bag, which, yeah. And this is kind of just some one-off random thing. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know, if you want to scale on just how hard pennies are to find, out of like 5 banks, this is all I have gotten in pennies. Like, it's insane. So, yeah, some weekends I kind of just like go to random banks and get whatever coins whatever like coins they have on the spot. Usually I do boxes, but sometimes I just like to go out just for fun, just to see what they have. So that's what I'm doing here. Just some extra coins that I didn't have too much of a purpose for. So I'm just hunting them in this video. I'm going to turn this down a bit. Yeah. So it's not a lot, but wow. Yeah. Pennies are done for me. Penny boxes have called it quits for me a while ago. I think some people just get more lucky. All the extras. Also, one of the custom wrap rolls of quarters I opened was entirely new state quarters. We got a bunch of Kansas ones, no In God We Rust coins, a bunch of Iowas, a bunch of Nevadas, and some Kentucky state quarters. So yeah, I mean, I guess some areas don't seem to be affected by it. I don't know. It seems like whenever there's an issue with coin, it always seems like my area ends up getting hit really hard. Like the whole coin shortage thing, which I feel like was kind of BS for a lot of it. As far as the coin shortage thing in 2020 goes, I will say I do think that it was a genuine concern maybe in the first few months when the pandemic was really crazy. But I think afterwards, banks mainly just started using it as an excuse because they didn't want to deal with it. But man, I don't know. I feel like whenever it's an issue with coin, like first it was the coin shortage, now it's pennies are going out of circulation. And it always seems like my banks always implement that really strictly. I don't know. I will say I'm really happy The last penny box I hunted, I got an Indian head penny. So that is a pretty good way to end penny boxes. And I haven't bothered checking any other of my banks yet because mainly I do with Chase. That's mainly where I've been picking up my coin, but I need to check with other banks to see what they say about it because yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, so I'm just pulling these coins out. I don't know why I'm putting it on the mat. I already filmed the intro for the video. I don't know why I'm putting these on here. But I will be playing another video while this is going. So you'll probably be hearing the audio from the videos I'm watching. Always dropping coins. No. Excuse my terrible attire. Excuse me. I'm just trying to get all these coins out of the bag because I have a lot of nickels. I got some nickels, some machine wrap quarters, which I'm not too hopeful about the quarters because machine wrap quarters have been the pits for me lately. So I don't have a lot of hope. And again, I only have $3 worth of pennies, so what are you going to do there? Okay, so this still does work. Okay. Actually, I don't need that tab open there. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to have a video that doesn't have really any swearing or anything in it. But I also don't want videos with copyright. Should I just do it? The problem is I would put I would put headphones in, but I don't know how that like how that works on the live stream. Right. Hopefully the tripod doesn't get in the way too much. Doesn't look like it is. Purple. Hold on. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm just setting up the camera. Ugh. You know what? I wish I had a feature that allowed me to like switch cams, like go from my phone camera to the computer camera. Oh, we gotta find. Hold on. Gotta find here. Got an NIFC dollar coin. All right, so I'm in that first roll of dollar coins, and I did actually get an NIFC. It took me by surprise because it's not in that great a shape, and this is actually not. This is one I don't have, so this will go in the album for sure. 2007 out of Philly. Again, I totally didn't expect that, and as I said, I do not have it, so that'll be going in the books. I don't see anything else. Only a couple coins. Now let's get into those half dollars over there. All right, I'm in the first roll of half dollars, and it isn't anything too crazy, but it is an NIFC 2020 out of Denver, which I think fits the cutoff. If I'm not mistaken, I think the cutoff was 2021. I think 2021 was kind of they started making them a lot for circulation. I think 2020 is still included in the NIFCs. So, find number two. Let's keep going. All right, guys, this is the roll with the silver in it. I'm going to occasionally keep switching tabs just to make sure the stream is still on so nothing happens. Okay. So this is the roll with silver in it. But as far as I can see, there's only one. All right, this sure took me by surprise. And this is really exciting. I'm in the third roll of half dollars. And man, I did not expect anything out of these rolls because I had 3 rolls total, and this bank that I got these from actually had a lot more half dollars, but I'm not really too concerned that I missed any silver because the roll that these coins came out of, this one was one of it was like I ended up buying the roll that one of the tellers had in their own little drawer, which was that roll. So I don't think it was part of those other ones. But look at that, guys. I didn't notice it at first, but it had that kind of two-toned edge. It is silver. And it appears to be 40%. Yep, 1968. Look at that. I have not been getting too much silver and half dollars. But, honestly, this year I haven't been doing it horrible. Last year I did pretty bad. I'll be honest. I only found, I think, two half dollars, two silver half dollars in the entirety of 2024. This year, I've done a bit better. So I've still been not doing the best with silver, but we got one out of 3 rolls. We have silver. So yeah, and I'm noticing all these coins in this roll look older too. Like it's mostly 70s. A lot of potential for varieties here. But that was a proof for a second. A lot of bicentennials. Holy cow. But yeah, we got silver. I'll take it. And it's very tarnished on the front, but 40%er. Let's keep going. So yeah, it ended up being I don't know how well you can see it. It's pretty tarnished on the front, but it's a 1968. It's actually really nice on the back. It is. Hold on, guys. My computer is having a bit of technical difficulties. It appears, which is irritating. Life forms. Life forms. Okay. All right, guys. I thought this was kind of interesting. I'm going through the quarters, and one of the rolls it was actually broken, and I dumped it out, and I thought they were gonna be all like 2024s because they were all the edges were like really nice, and these are actually all really nice state quarters. We have a stack of Nevadas, a small stack of Kentucky, a stack of Iowas, and a stack of Kansas. So none of these had the "In God We Rust" error. So I'm going to be holding on to those, or not all of them, but I will hold on to a couple of them because, as I might have mentioned in previous videos, um, I'm trying to make a uncirculated state quarter set, another one. So let's keep going with the quarters and see if we can get anything else. All right, guys. Just something else I kind of wanted to note that's a little interesting. So I was going through the quarters, and two of the machine wrapped quarters, I finished all the custom wrapped, and there wasn't anything else in there. The only thing I pulled out was a new 2025 design that I haven't found yet, so that'll go in the book. But I have two rolls that are like more of a light color orange, and most of them are like this. And I opened this roll, and the newest coin in here is from 2018, and they look like they're in very good shape. So this is a this roll too. This might be a 7-year-old roll, which is kind of interesting. I do the same. I never, never, never. I do the same. I do the same. It's just the way it is. All right, guys, I'm going through the machine wrap quarters. I only have 4 more rolls to go. And look at that find right there. I didn't even see it by the edge. I just dumped out the roll. We got a proof. We have a proof quarter. 1980 San Francisco. Look at that. That is awesome. I didn't think we were going to get anything out of here. That is a great find. Awesome. So we got a good find in the quarters. And now let's move the light back here. I moved the light a bit because it was kind of shining a little too bright, but that is a great find. I'll try to wipe it off with my shirt a little bit, or maybe a tissue, see if I can get any of the circulation marks off of it, but that's a good find. Let's keep going. Okay, proceed. I do the same as if I never. I do the same. You fucking penguin. Hey man, nice. All right, I'll be back, guys. Gotta get some. Oh, by the way, my last find. Actually, before I go, I will come back up. But my last, I did get another find. I know this camera sucks, but I got a 1980 proof quarter in one of the rolls. So last find. I'll be back, guys. these. Just brought a bit of food up here. All right. Back to the hunt. I only have 2 rolls of quarters left. Unfortunately. All right. Well, hey, I mean, look at the bright side here. Machine wrapped quarters finally gave up something. Man, I don't know the last time I've gotten any finds in a machine wrapped quarter roll. It has been forever. It's felt like forever. I was actually hoping for a West Point, but doesn't look like I'm going to get it. I do have one more roll left, though. Bro, someone keeps joining and then leaving the stream. Who is that? Can you type in the chat? All right, last roll. Definitely no more proofs. Guess not. All right, I'll start with the machine wrap rolls first. Actually, no, I'll start with the custom wrap rolls first. I don't think I'm going to Costco. I don't think I'm going to Costco. What? All right, guys. Well, this is insane. This might be the first time this has ever happened to me. I missed a silver dime edge. I legitimately missed a silver dime edge. So I dumped out this roll. I didn't see anything by the edge, so I just dumped it out. I don't know. I didn't see it. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull the edges up here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but it's not focusing. Focus. That right there. That is a silver, but it's very, very tarnished. So I did not see it. But when I came to it in the roll, I heard it. So we got silver, and I didn't notice it whatsoever. We got silver. 1964. Holy crap. I have, as I have said multiple times before, I have been doing fantastic with silver dimes this year. I would definitely say 2025 has been my best year for silver dimes by far. Holy cow. And again, even excluding that roll that I got one time that had 15 in it. Holy crap. I missed it. I just flat out missed it. Well, I have 4 more rolls to go. I'm going to do a lot better job checking for enders. Or not for enders, for edges, because that was silver and I missed it. So, holy crap, guys. This has been an awesome hunt. We've had every denomination has produced something, and the half dollars, the quarters, and the dimes have produced a really good find. So, and we also have $70 in machine wrap nickels. So, this hunt isn't over. It's a campy blappy. All right, well, very next roll, I noticed this one by the edge. Unfortunately, I don't think it's silver, but it does appear to be a foreign coin. I don't know what was up with the camera. It was focusing just fine at the beginning. It's a Canadian. Maybe if I don't hold it up too close, huh? That's not working either. But it's a Canadian, 1973. So we got another find in the dimes. I'm gonna scoot these. Over here. Some of them might be off frame. The proof, silver. There we go. We got another find in the dimes. Only 3 rolls left. All right, I'm in roll number 2 of the nickels, and I actually have 3 finds here. Got a 1957 out of Philly. We have 2 from 1958. Both Denvers, and this one actually is in pretty good condition. So that is our first 2 finds of the nickels. All right, I got a few more 50s finds here. A few more 50s. We got a 1954 Denver. We got. Then we got a 1956, which was actually an Ender. 1956 out of Denver. And then another from 58, also out of Denver. All right. Let's keep going. All right, guys. Well, the nickels provided as well. Um, I at one of the last rolls, I had got a 1959 out of Denver. But look at this, guys. It was second to the end, and it has a very, very obvious edge. I mean, I've never seen an edge that is more obviously silver than this. Look at this. 1945 out of Philly. We got silver in the nickels as well. Holy cow. And as I said before, nickels have also been doing great with silver. So we're just continuing that train. Let's see if we can see anything else in this roll. 64, 77. Man, those 64s really fool you. I don't see anything else, but wrong coin. We got silver. It's a little bit beat up on the front. It's got quite a bit of, it's not even focused. It's pretty beat up on the front. It's got a lot of scratches, but it's still silver. I'll take it. All right, guys. Wow, this hunt keeps producing awesome things. Very next roll, and just like with the quarters, I saw that flashy appearance. We have another proof, guys. Another proof. Look at that. 1974S. And I have actually found one of these before. Look at that. We got a proof in the nickels as well. Holy cow. What a great find. Another proof. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I don't see anything obvious. Yeah, I don't see anything obvious, but another good find in the nickels. All right. Well, believe it or not, we are at least 10 rolls in, and other than the silver, we just now got our first 40s. And it's another good find. It's another good find. It's kind of dirty. It is kind of dirty, but it is a 1948 San Francisco. I've been finding a lot of semi-keyed 8 nickels lately. So that is great. Another 40s nickel. Let's see if there's anything else. Probably a bunch of 64s. There's a decent 1961, but I don't see any other finds. So we'll keep going. All right, guys, I will be back again. I will be back again. I have to pick up my little brother from the bus stop. So I will be back. All right, guys, I'm back. I know that probably seemed like it took forever. I don't actually know how much time that took. Whew. I am back. I was getting my little brother from the bus stop because my family decided I was going to be the one to pick him up every day. So, you know what? Since my phone is off the tripod, I'm just going to yeah. So recapping recent finds. Silver nickel from 1945 out of Philly, and then the proof nickel from 1974. This has been a fantastic hunt. Oh, there's a 1941. Oh, time to film already. All right, I'm gonna do it like this from now on. All right, I have about a little less than 15 rolls to go, so I still have quite a bit to go, and I got another 40s finally. 1941 out of Denver. I pulled the camera down here this time because it just wasn't focusing. So, there's another find. Nope, 1960. Wow, that looked very worn. 64. Those 64s are my arch nemesis. I don't see any other finds though, so we'll keep going. You know. All right, very next roll once again. I got another 1941 in actually pretty decent shape, unlike that other one. 41 Philly. So another 40s. This one? Oh, yep, 1954. 1954 Denver, which we already had. We had one of those. Is this old? No, just dirty. I don't see any other old ones. I did get one in one of the previous rolls that I forgot to mention. A 1953 Denver. So new date for us actually. So if I can get these straightened out. There we go. All right, let's keep going. Oh, guys. Whew. Oof. Need to get a. You did. All right. A couple rules later, and I got a 2009, and it's pretty cool because it's a 2009 out of Philly, and I do not find very many of those. It's not in good shape, but I rarely find the Phillies, so I will take it. That is a pretty good find. Let's keep going. Gucci Yamamoto with it. All right, got 10 rolls to go, and I got a 1942 here. Doesn't look silver, and if you hold on, I actually have an opportunity here. If you compare it, that's a silver, that's a non-silver. So definitely not silver, but let's see if it has a Denver Mint because it's a better date if so. Nope, it's a Philly. But that is another 40s, and I am messing up my setup here. 64, as always. I don't see any other ones. This one old? Nope, 63. I don't see any other finds in here. So we'll keep going. All the kind of Gucci Animator with the fit. If we didn't. Let's go. All right, I only have 3 rolls left. I have a few more 50s that I want to update on. Got a 1955 out of Denver though. No Philly on that one. We got a 56, which was just like a roll ago. We got a 58 Denver and another 59 out of Denver. So yeah, let's oh, and then we also have 1940s. That was an ender, 1947 out of San Francisco, and you can see that ring of death there. And then it looks like we might have, yeah, another 1959 out of Denver. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're on pennies now. I just want to say, second to last nickel roll, I got a 1952 out of Denver, so that is actually another new year for us. Surprisingly, we got almost every. Actually, you know what? We have every single year in the 1950s except for 1950 and 1951. So that's pretty cool. But I'm on pennies, and we aren't going to be skunked for fines there. We did get a Canadian 1980, so I will take it. We only have three more rolls, so let's keep going. Bro, look at bro's face. All right, second to last roll of pennies, and I got another Canadian here, 1998. So not copper, but we'll see. Oh, I thought that was a Wheatie. It's a 1961. I don't see any other finds in here, so only one more roll. All right, guys. Well, to my amazement and to our luck, I'm on the very last roll of pennies, and we got a wheat penny. We got one right here. 1945. It's not too old, but we got one, and I did not think we would. I don't see any other finds in there. See some worn looking copper, but I'll get you guys a wrap up now. All right, we are going to wrap this hunt up. Now, I kind of left the coins as they were because they're basically already organized. So I didn't really see a need to bring them closer. Plus, the light is still decent. So I figure why not just recap them here. Man, this was a really, really good hunt. And, you know, what a time to walk past my room. Thanks, Lauren. And I don't know. I feel like so many of these, I keep going into the hunt thinking I'm not going to get much, and then it produces a lot. So, yeah, I mean, mixed hunts have generally been really good this last little bit, and I completely forgot throughout the entire video that this is going to be added. This is going to be added on to that little mini hunt that I did with those quarters that were searched. So this video is going to be added on to that because I didn't get too much. I didn't get too much in that hunt. So yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing hunt. All denominations produced more than I thought they would. Literally all denominations exceeded expectations for me. Like even the pennies. I mean, like if this was, for example, if this was $5 with the pennies or $10 with the pennies, I would be like, yeah, they underperformed. But we only had 5 rolls, so that's more than I thought we would get. I didn't even think we'd get any fines. And the dollar coins, I mean, we only had 1 roll, so I didn't necessarily expect fines there, but we got one. So yeah, I'll just start with pennies since I last talked about those. We got that 1980 Canadian, 1998 Canadian, and that 1945 wheat penny, which again I am shocked that we got one. For nickels, again, a really good amount of fines. We have and this isn't including the silver nickel, by the way. I have that separate. 2 from 1941. That one's in pretty good shape. A 42 Philly, non-silver, which I don't see too much. 47. I apologize about that. My battery light went off. My flashlight went off. Sorry. This is a pretty decent find. A 1948 out of San Francisco, which is actually a semi-key date coin. And then in the 50s, as I said earlier, we got every single date in the 50s except for 1950 and 1951. We got a 52, a 53, a few 54s, 55, 155, 256s, one 1957, three 1958s, this one being in pretty good shape. And then I think maybe 1 or 2 1959s as well. So the nickels, great quality, great quantity. And then we also got the 2009 Philly, which, is a pretty good find because I don't find too many from Philly. And half the time I barely even notice the 2009s. And then the 2 best finds of the nickels, obviously the silver, especially with the price of silver right now. It's not in good shape. It's got a lot of damage on the front, but it is 35% silver. And nickels have been great with silver this year. Although it's been a bit since I found one, since I haven't got to hunt any boxes in a while because I haven't been able to get any boxes from the Chase because they've still been irritating. And the proof. 1974S, which I actually already have one. I found one like way back in like 2020, so I actually have a 74S proof, but another great find. And then the dimes were great as well. We got that Canadian from 1973. I don't think it's a rare date or anything. I know in like dimes and quarters and nickels and stuff, some of the dates can be rarer. Some of the more modern, some of the like modern ones, more modern ones in the 70s and 60s can be a little bit more rare. And then the silver that I didn't even notice until I had got through the roll, 1964D. The silver that I didn't even notice by the edge. It was mainly because it was very tarnished. So. And usually when I get tarnished looking coins, they end up just being dirty. I see so many dirty dime edges. And then quarters, we got that. Really the only substantial find was the proof, which I will take. I mean, again, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I was really hoping to get a West Point, but I love proof coins. I would say I find the most proofs in nickels and. All right, I'm going to end this. Because I need to clean up and I also need to eat because we're going to the grocery store soon. So I need to clean up. Well, I might clean up later, but as far as a recap for the live stream, yeah, absolutely amazing hunt. Dollar coins. We got that 2007 Philly IFC, which I'm not gonna keep. I am gonna keep, but it's not one I've ever found before. I've never found any 2007 NIFCs. We got that 2020 NIFC $50, which I think is an NIFC. I don't know. Maybe I'll check the book. Oh my god, I'll check the book here because I can't remember if those count. $50. Just trying to see. It's like, okay, 2020. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting, guys. I was looking at this. So in the section with half dollars, again, I don't know how to turn the camera around. Like I don't know how to get it a better image, but on the half dollar page, because it shows for the NIFC. Because if you know how the Red Book works, there's little parentheses with letters, and then you go down and it says why the letter is there. And when it says D, that means not issued for circulation. And 2002, 2002. It says 2002. It has the D on it, and then up to 2020 it has it, but in everything from 2021 to 2023 is everything from 2021 to 2023 it does not have the Denver on it. So that confirmed it. So 2020 is an NIFC. Although it seems kind of weird to me because I'm looking at the mintages of I'm looking at the mintages of the 2022, the 2022s and the 2021s, and they're not really that far off from some of the NIFC mintages. So I'm not sure why they don't consider the 2021s to 2023s NIFCs. Because it's a similar, I guess maybe it still technically counts because it could still have a low it might be one of those situations where it has a low mintage, but they still made them for circulation. I don't know. It seems like a weird move to me. It always seemed like a strange move that in 2021 they made half dollars for circulation, but they made them in really limited mintage. How does that work? The half dollars are gonna, if they're for circulation, they're gonna get scooped up immediately. And also another thing that's always been weird to me about them putting half dollars in circulation is that I never saw stores carry them. If these coins are made for circulation, you'd think stores would carry them regularly. But they didn't. So I don't know. I've always found that weird, mainly because the 2022s have similar mintage to a lot of the other NIFC years. So I don't know why they're not considered NIFCs. But I think the intention was different. With the 2002 and up, they only minted the NIFCs for collectors. But I guess in 2021 and up, the mint just decided to make them. So, but again, is it really too much of a difference? I mean, the mint decided to, it's the only difference between the 2021 to 2023 NIFCs. I should make a YouTube short on that. You know what? I'm going to make a quick YouTube short on that. I don't want to have my phone on too long. All right, guys. It shows I'm live right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to... That's kind of... Bro, guys, look at this Inception right here. Look at that. Look at that Inception. Look at that Inception. That's crazy. Okay, hold on. Oh, my phone is so hazy. Maybe this light here is killing it. Well, that's not really any better. All right, guys, I apologize for the lighting, but I wanted to make this video because I was just thinking about something. And I was thinking about the NIFC half dollars. So, for as most coin collectors know, the NIFC half dollars are 2002 to 2020. And also, there are other years that are considered NIFCs, like the 1987s and 1970 are also NIFCs because they weren't made for circulation. But I was looking at the mintages of the modern half dollars that aren't considered NIFCs, which are 2021 to 2023. 2024s are actually considered NIFCs because 2024 was kind of a rough year as far as mintages. Not as many coins were minted in 2024. But I found it interesting because the 2022, for example, has similar mintages to some of the other dates from 2002 to 2020. And I was thinking about it and I was like, so, NIFC means that these coins the mint didn't make them for circulation. They made them so that collectors could have them and and I guess maybe even find them in circulation. But the whole point of an NIFC is they weren't made for circulation. They were made for collectors. And because I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, so the difference between an NIFC and a coin not made for circulation is that an NIFC, the mint didn't make them for circulation. They didn't put them out for people to spend. But, in 2021, when the whole coin shortage thing, I'm assuming this is why they did it. The only difference is the mint decided to make them for circulation. And it seems weird to me because the mintages of the 2021D, which of the 2021 to 2023 non-NIFC half dollars, it has 7 million minted, but it's that is still a very limited mintage for a coin that's supposed to be made for circulation. And I've always found it weird. Should we really not be pulling these coins out? Or in theory, why do we pull out the 2002 to 2020 coins? Why do we pull those out? And we don't pull out the 2021 to 2023 just because the mint decided that they were going to be made for circulation. And the thing is, that's the thing that's always seemed weird to me. Why would they release half dollars for circulation in such limited mintage? I mean, I've never seen anyone who had been to a store that a store had them regularly available. I mean, you find the 2021s to 2023s and half dollar rules all the time. But in reality, why are they any different? NIFCs aren't made for circulation, yet they end up in circulation all the time. The only difference is the 21s through 23s are made for circulation, but they're just not considered an NIFC. Let me know your thoughts. All right, guys, I apologize for the lighting, but I wanted to make this video because I was just thinking about something. And I was thinking about... Sorry, guys. Just uploading that. I gotta end this video in a minute too, because gotta eat. All right, I'm putting those coins there. Oh crap. There. That's a good find. That's a good find. That's a good find. Sorry, guys. I'm just gathering these together, cleaning up here. And then 2009 nickel. And then 2025 quarter. Nice penny. Some of this I'm going to have to deal with another time. And then those are the good finds. What are considered the good finds. Unfortunately, I have an uneven amount because I have, well, I'll put the proofs in this container. Let me see if I can clean off the proofs actually. Because I got the 1980 proof. Didn't really turn out too much better, but you know. All right, so yeah, I mean this is a great hunt for sure. We got 3 silvers, which I feel like I haven't gotten a hunt with 3 silvers in a while. And dimes and nickels produced again. So very nice hunt. You know what? I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this right now. So see ya.